On. I know there's a couple of streams already. I know it's like a tournament that's being played, online tournament, and there was like someone else streaming. McMuscles. I was the last I checked. He was streaming some KI stuff. Yo, speaking of this remind me, this beat here. This is 808 Method, and first I think this first came out on the game Skate. So those of you that are familiar with the game Skate, this is one of the tracks that I had in the game, and I immediately fell in love with this track. But I ran across Markel at I think it was Showdown. No, it was like before Showdown. I think it was over at DreamHack that ran to him, and I was talking about this cover that you see right now, which is Killer Combo. It's like he made this, and this is like during downtime, and I was asking, man, we need to update. We need a volume 2, because it's pretty sick, So hopefully, if he has the time, he'll come up with a. Hopefully he'll come up with another one. Oh, this guy. Yeah, hopefully he comes up with another one, like an updated players on here. Maybe we'll see, a couple of the XL, formerly known as Blue Hurricane. Maybe some players represented from there. Maybe we'll keep these players and add some more. Who knows? But we'll see. Yeah, I'm being asked if you want to jump in. If you want to jump in on this podcast, hit me up and I'll send you an invite. Right now we're using Skype.
Wait, who's joining in?
Strike Flips wants to jump in.
Man, go the hell on, Strike Flips.
All right. So what you been up to? You got off work today? You had work? Did you have work today?
For me?
Yeah,
I did. Unfortunately, I'll be working damn near 6 days a week until Memorial Day.
Wow.
That's gonna be awful. But combo breaker is at the end of this month, so it'll be worth it.
All right. I guess we can get started. Oh man, Death Monkeys, yo, what up? God damn it, maybe check my Skype. Does BSU technically still exist since they merged? Yes, they still exist. They're just now known as XL Gaming.
Yeah. If you want to buy the logos, you can.
Yo, Riku, what's going on, Riku? Is the music too loud? I can turn it down some. Back on. So that way the people watching can tune in. and here's just fine. So normally have my laptop um, nearby, and I can kind of see what's going on. But I have my phone, which is just as good. So got my S8 Plus, just chilling, just chilling. Music's fine. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure it's not overlapping the audio and stuff. So I'm about to add someone real quick. Where is this?
Add who?
What's that? I'm about to add something.
Oh.
I'm about to add something. Just give me a second. There we go. Alright, so now you guys know who I'm talking to.
Wait, what?
I added your
Yeah,
picture. Added your picture.
Oh, I got a better picture.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I want this on the stream too.
Okay, alright.
Here, I'll send it to you through Twitter.
Who all in the chat watched the Texas Showdown? Either the pools, which we was only able to stream the first set of pools due to time and all the games that we have. So we only had like a 2-hour window. And
Here you go. Then check your Twitter, bro.
alright.
That's what I want.
And also the final. So if you guys watched it, what you guys liked about it, what you guys didn't like about it, just let me know.
Takes a shot.
This guy. I don't know if I can use this picture.
Man, I mean, are we Microsoft now or
No, I can use it.
Okay. It'll let people know the true personality of me.
Speaking of Microsoft, I got some news for people. I know people want to hear, and they want an update. So I got an update for you guys. Whether it's good or bad, I'll leave that up to you. Yo, Leo man, what's going on? Hey, good seeing you again this weekend.
There we go. That's a picture right there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how I feel about most people. All right.
So
let's start this off.
all right. What do you want to jump on first?
I don't know. I mean, you gave me a couple topics, so the
All
only
right.
one I really do not give two shits to talk about is KI4 and Fluff. I don't care about those.
About the what?
The last two.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That's. I'm not worried about those.
Okay, so I guess we could go off with what just
I think
happened.
it's Texas Showdown.
Texas Showdown. So
Yeah, Texas Showdown. That was
so
very good tournament.
Water Horses taking second place. Did you see that coming?
What, second place?
Yeah.
I mean, I never doubt any of my players. I know what they're capable of. So, I mean, was I surprised? I mean, he hasn't. I mean, not to put him on blast, but he's had like this fifth place cars for a while now. So it was very shocking. I'll say that. I mean, he beat two really good spinals,
Oh man.
which was he
That
was dreading those. He told me he was dreading those two matches.
Yeah, I think every Glaciers dreads the Spinal matchup. I mean, because it's Spinal. I mean, you have to respect Spinal, especially with the Power Devourer, because it's really hard to have Hail out and to kind of set anything up when you know that you're giving him resources. And then with resources, he can cancel teleport. He can do all sorts of stuff. And I didn't see a lot of that going on this weekend. I probably saw one. I thought I probably saw one power devourer from Spinal, and which was used by Raven's Wrong in like the first one of the first two games he used it, and that was pretty much it. That was the only time it was used ever, in that matchup. And that was crazy. So and for him to kind of, I don't want to say like he blew through the Spinals. He blew through base. But he played it very smart. I mean, he played it very, very smart, and he did.
I mean, he
exactly
trains
what he had to do.
Water Horses trains with Base and Raven.
Yeah,
a bunch. No, I mean,
Truth
Water
plays.
trains with it. Yeah, Truth plays, but
yo, what's going on, Vikings beard?
yeah, they're totally different Spinals. I mean, they both have different play styles. I mean, from what I've watched, and Truth has been kind of MIA recently with me. I haven't really gotten a chance to talk with him because he's been going through his real life stuff. So he hasn't really been playing the game much, which is fine. Real life stuff comes before a hottie. Anyways,
right, and he's pro basketball player, so he has
yeah,
going on stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, if the dude ever gets in the NBA, I'm gonna be one of the first people that buys his jerseys. He better hook me up with tickets too.
Yo, Latalis, what's going on? We got a lot of people.
I'll tell you who.
Here. Yeah,
I'll tell you who really shocked me this weekend was Ice Water. Ice Water played amazing with a character that's considered crap. That considered to be crap. Ice Water made Kim Woo look like a really solid character, which I mean she already was a solid character.
Yeah.
I mean between all the downplaying and whatnot, but Ice Water. He did really well this weekend, so I hope he can make it out to more events.
Oh, most definitely, because I didn't expect him to get as far. And when we were doing the seeding, and Brandon was looking to see, he was like Ice Water. It's like, yeah, I've seen him place in a lot of online tournaments. I've seen him one recently, and just wasn't quite sure where to kind of seed him at, because he never really played national, a physical, tourney. And hopefully this is, more to come. This is one of more tournaments to come to kind of see him at. Because you don't see Kimu anymore. You don't see much Kimu players.
No, Sonic Dolphin. Nate uses them from time to time.
Nate and then Charlie Boy, they all use them sparingly. You don't see them a lot in tourney play. They usually stick to more of their more comfortable mains. So Charlie Boy didn't bring out Kimu. No, you didn't see any dragons from his side this past weekend. But hopefully, we see more. Get the results here. So for those of you that are tuning in and kind of missed out on the highlights, I'm gonna go through top 8 and up to the first place. Kind of build the hype up. So 7th place was Julio with his Riptor. Yo, Paul B. Yo, what's going on, Paul? Fire Lagger with his Riptor. Both Riptors, in the bottom half of the top 8. We have Zipmaster Flex, who used Omen and Riptor. Ice Water, who we were just talking about, he used Kimu. 4th place with Base with his Spinal, and he also used Cinder. 3rd place is Raven's Raw with his Spinal. Water Horses with his Glacius, and Circuit Nikki winning the event with Mira. Strictly Mira this whole tournament. No Fulgor. Nothing else.
He used the Durham Pulse.
Yeah,
too.
Mirror the whole way. And he was in my pool, the second pool. Well, pool 3 or whatever you want to call it, because they were split. And we ran into each other in the semifinals, and it was a quick 3-0. I had trouble kind of adjusting to his mirror, because the last time we played. And I played his mirror. I played better, so he did a lot more work. He improved a lot more on his mirror gameplay. one of my first two matches was a mirror player, and for me, it was like, okay, it was 3-0. You know, like I won that no problem. Nikki's mirror, completely different. You know, so Nikki knew exactly what to do, and I just didn't have an answer for him. So, I mean, he's been putting a lot of work, and then I'm kind of excited to see how well he'll play at Combo Breaker. So, Combo Breaker, that's when like all the killers, more killers come out. Yeah.
My whole team's going to Combo Breaker. I'm sending the army to Combo Breaker. So
Excel.
I don't.
Excel. Hey, what'd you think about Joshua sporting the Ultra Arcade shirt?
I mean, I don't really care. We don't have jerseys right now. Hopefully, we should get those in by before Combo Breaker. So yeah, it didn't really bother me. I mean, I'm fine with you.
Because I think he needed like a shirt, a certain, you know. So we had Brandon hooked him up with an Ultra Arcade shirt and everything.
Yeah, it literally doesn't bother me. I mean, there was nothing I could do. I mean, about it. I mean, I told him to wear his BH one, which he did, but it's like you don't want to wear the same shit twice.
Yeah, so
it's kind of gross.
Yeah. So okay, for those of you that are tuning in, we're talking about. We were just talking about Texas Showdown and top 8 players. We talked about just a little bit. We haven't jumped into it yet, but about the Blue Hurricane Gaming and XL merger. So for those of you like confused about who's XL is Blue Hurricane Gaming. So and that's all of J Mart's crew. So you can be seeing new tag when you're watching Combo Breaker and any upcoming events that's being streamed. One thing that I wanted to touch up on, which I kind of lost my train of thought, I was kind of like jumping in, is that Texas Showdown, it was the first tournament of the next KI World Cup season. So,
I'm glad you reminded me of that because I had no idea that was KI World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, hey, Venom Buster. No, you didn't miss anything. We just started talking about the top 8 for Texas Showdown. Results and everything. So you're just in time. You can find the results over at eventhubs.com, SRK. It's pretty much just about everywhere. You can just Google Texas Showdown 2017 results. So yeah, Killer Instinct World Cup. Season 3, or if you want to call it, or KI World Cup 2018, however you want to phrase it. Points will be distributed to the top 16. You will find that updated soon. I don't have information as far as when the website will reset because now it's displaying all the old information from the previous KI World Cup. But yes. Texas Showdown was the first tournament, pretty much since it starts in Texas and ends in Texas. That's why Texas Showdown was the first tournament and not Combo Breaker. So the next event they'll have that will reward points for KI World Cup will be Combo Breaker that takes place at the end of this month.
I didn't know Texas Showdown was a KR World Cup qualifier. I didn't see anything about it. I mean,
a lot of people kind of like didn't, but
was it even advertised?
I don't think it was advertised because the website, none of that was updated yet. I know that it was mentioned a few times, and I know that I think that Combo Breaker, we all knew Combo Breaker was going to be World Cup, but no, I don't.
Got a 5K pop bonus. Yeah. It better be.
I think people were looking at Combo Breaker as one of the last stops for this year. As far as like the biggest KI tournament after KI World Cup, and then you have CEO afterwards. What's up, Dope Will?
I can't wait for CEO. CEO is going to be probably really hyped this year.
But like I said,
it wasn't.
Go ahead.
I didn't go to last year's CEO, so hopefully this one will be.
Oh, last year's pretty sick, man. Last year's pretty sick. But yes, I do not have the information as far as when will that be updated. Just kind of stay tuned. Don't try to bug Brandon about too much on Twitter and social media because he doesn't run the update on the website. He has like someone else that handles that. So once he gets that information relayed to the person that runs the webmaster, I guess like the webmaster, that'll be updated. But you will be contacted. Those that place top 60 will be contacted. Let them know they've been awarded their points to be distributed for the next KI World Cup.
Okay, cool. KR World Cup this year. It's probably gonna be the last one. As much as I hate to say that, but we'll see.
I don't have the official word on that.
Well, they announced there was one guaranteed this year, but they never said about next year.
Yeah, that's not my event, but points are being distributed. Okay, so that I do know, and I guess everyone's playing by ear, and the only person that would have the answer to that will be Microsoft and Brandon. They have to do the communicating. They'll have to plug the numbers and see what kind of makes sense. Of course, it's in the end, it's all about business. Whether or not we're seeing like a new KI, the new content, all that stuff, is gonna be hopefully fed down through the media, E3, things like that. So hopefully we hear something by E3 this year. A couple other shows that Microsoft will be at. Like as far as like, I think there's no more 8-bit beatdown. Like I said, we just stay tuned. I don't have that information, but let's jump on to what do you want to jump on to next, J Mark?
KI World Cup monies.
Okay.
This actually really bothered me today.
Okay.
I don't know why. Usually it doesn't bother me. Maybe it's because 4 of my players are owed money and I have to hear about it a lot. My thing is, if you're gonna announce that you have money, like a pot, say like they announced the 50K that we raised for whatever fucking character that is. We got that $50,000.
Right.
We better have that money. Like it should be there, right? There shouldn't be like we'll have it in 3 months, we'll have it in 4 months. They should have it as soon as they have that number. When they had that number, which they said, in the title of KR World Cup, $30,000 pot bonus, that means that money should be there and get ready to get distributed. Other tournaments like NetherRealm and Capcom Pro Tour, they give their events the money that day. So it shouldn't be, especially with somebody like Microsoft, who's, I think Latala said it was like a something billion-dollar corporation. $30K to them is like, that's like a fucking controller.
Yeah, and I like to point out something that Paul B stated in the chat. He said like they better get that explicit, ironed out before R Kappa and Twitter decide to make a big deal out of this. And he makes a point, and you make a valid point too, because you have I just came from DreamHack, the other weekend. I've been to all these big events. I'm one of the TOs for Evo, and in the past I've seen it where I handed out checks. I know some of you that are in here that have made top 32. And remember we had like the big pot bonus, right, for top 32. You got paid out. I handed you a check, for top 32. You got paid. I handed you monies, in the form of a check from Evo. Right then and there, after you lost, I handed you a check. Other events, same way. Pretty much most of these events they have the payment in the form of checks. They have it all divided up in places, in envelopes or either cash or in check. And after the event, they call you up, and you either sign a waiver or you sign some kind of form if it's over a certain amount, and then you get your money.
It's like 5,000, right? It's supposed to be over 5,000. You sign a paper
or fine or whatever that amount is for tax purposes. and
Yeah,
and
exactly. Because you got to pay the taxes on it.
yeah, and I do know last year there was some similar issues with money being kind of given out like certain days, and what I do know and what I can tell you, um, what I can tell you is that it's not Ultra Arcade.
No,
That's
it's Microsoft.
it's not Brandon Alexander that's
No,
holding the money. It's not is the funds being transferred from Microsoft to Ultra K so they can distribute the funds. So right now, what I've seen the emails, I've seen the responses from Microsoft to Brandon because he was I was talking to Brandon this weekend, and he was kind of stressed out. Dealing with live, dealing with Ultra K, the new location in San Antonio that they're moving to, and
yeah, I forget it.
the biggest thing that's been on his plate, the biggest thing on his plate has been paying out the players. And Brandon, he cares so much about taking care of the community, taking care of the players, and doing so much for the KIWC community. And the last thing he wants is to kind of like seem like he's not pulling through, or he's not doing what he has to get people paid out. And
Yeah,
yeah,
well, the
yeah,
problem with it is, and like Paul B just said,
yeah,
because it's Brandon's event and he's advertising at 30K,
right.
people are going to think that he's paying up to 30K, and it's that's why people are going to go to Brandon first, and that's why he's going to get all that shit. That's I know I'm one of the people that know that it's not Brandon's money. I know that a lot of people
Yeah,
don't know that, but
yeah, because
I mean,
all his money.
Brandon literally has no control over KI World Cup money or any kind of ultra funding. I mean, as far as I heard last time I heard Keats didn't even have control over that. It's people at Microsoft.
And that's
So
another thing
people
people
will
don't
blame
understand.
Keats for that too.
And that's
Yeah,
not people
they'll
don't
blame
understand.
Keats too.
Iron Galaxy has nothing to do with that either. So they're just a development studio. They're the publisher. Microsoft Studio is the publisher. They're the one that handles all the funds. They give Iron Galaxy the money to create content. Say hey, we're gonna give you this much for this DLC, and you guys do this, and they make decisions whether it gets approved or not approved for certain things. So their hands untied when it comes to game development. Their hands are tied to what they can and can't do because they don't own the IP. They're just a developer. Anyone can make the game. They can go to someone else and say, hey, I want you guys to work on the new KI or whatever. So I mean, it's in the end it's Microsoft, but you do make a valid point. People will see
Yeah,
the face of the KI community right now. Is
it's
Brandon
Ultra Arcade.
Alexander
It's
and Ultra
Ultra
Arcade,
Arcade. Yeah,
and they can
and
take a big
it's
hit.
not Brandon's.
It's gonna hurt the
Yeah.
credibility, and I think we should do something. Like the players should do something. They should hit up, Spencer. They should hit up, all the Microsoft exec. Send him an email. You can find the email on the internet. Twitter is probably like the best platform to do so. Bug them every day. Send a tweet. Hey, where's the money for KI World Cup? Participant. What's this? We're waiting to get paid. We have to speak. Just how people want to sign a petition for this. Same thing. We could do the same thing, and it's kind of like I mean, it's not a petition, but same way, bugging, the primary source for something to make something happen.
Right, right. But yeah, that's just my only thing. It's like if you're gonna advertise something, please have the money on deck.
Hey,
That's it's and I know it. Like I said, I know it's not Brandon's fault. I know it's Microsoft's fault. But the second they say, "Hey, Brandon, we're gonna give you $30,000 for your event," they should send that money over to him immediately.
hey,
If I was a TO, if I was a TO and a tournament was in a big company like that was like, hey, we're gonna give you like NetherRealm, they were gonna say, here, we're gonna give you $20,000 for Injustice 2. I'll be like, great. I'll announce it as soon as I get the money. That's how I would do things. But obviously
yeah.
you got to get things done and you got to rush and you don't have that time to prepare. And now last year I heard it was similar. to how it was this year.
Yeah, Keith just said last year was about 3 months. For people saw anything in the mail.
It's been like 2 months. Yeah, 2 months.
Like
March.
Liger just said,
Little.
yeah, said 3. Nicky said it was a month and a half for him. So who knows? Like some people, got it sooner. Some people got it later. Whether there's an issue with
The
them
only
receiving
the
the
only
legal names and stuff, it has to be, they have to make sure that the legal name is correct and the address is correct and all that stuff too. So if that comes back, because they can't cash that check because they're not using their legal name,
right,
that
right.
kind of delays the payment.
The only person I know that got paid was Sleep. Well, at least I was told he got paid. So unless Sleep didn't get paid, then I'm being lied to, which I hate being lied to. So, but I was told Sleep is probably the only person that got paid.
I don't know. I have absolutely zero information as who got paid, who hasn't got paid. I know who. Only person I know that haven't got, well, it's people that came up to me and told me, hey, I haven't seen anything yet. So if I haven't seen you yet or we haven't spoke to, um, I wouldn't know. So like, I know that none of the guys this weekend gotten paid yet because they were there and we. This is one of the topic that was discussed at dinner and while we was playing some casuals and whatnot. It was like when we're getting paid, and then
Well,
they're talking to Brandon and stuff. So
I usually hear about it, the money every day. So I usually hear about it from my players and from people I talk to on a daily basis.
like Talis, when you said that Steve said he got paid, was that like recently or was that how long ago was that?
Well, the only thing he said to me, he just put a smiley face emoji on my thing. That's
Oh.
all he did. So he didn't confirm, but everybody's assuming he got paid. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he did because I mean I don't know, and I'm not trying to put false information out there.
Right.
But
Damon
but
said like
that's
first
just
always gets paid first.
yeah.
Or the
I
same
mean
day.
last year Rico got paid first, which so but that's just my only thing on it. It's like if you're gonna advertise for the event and your company, please give them the money because like what Brendan's going through, like people that don't know or that didn't even get top 32 that have no business even worrying about people getting paid. They're all going to Brandon and they're bugging him, and it's like just chill. Like everybody knows who pays out the players. So I mean, it's just a matter of when they give Brandon the money, or if they even give Brandon the money, or if they just, like you said, they get everybody's info and do it that way.
Yep. Because I know that the combo clash, the very first combo clash, I went and got like I think it was like top 8, top 16 or whatever it was. I made sure I had to get everyone. I checked everyone. I verified everyone's legal name, by their license, by their driver's license. They give it to Brandon, so he could write out the checks. Um, so usually, that's when it comes to checks, you have to go by their legal name.
Yeah.
When it's cash, it's a lot easier to kind of divide it here. Here's your 200, here's your 4, here's your 600, here's your 1,000, whatever.
Yeah.
Once you get to the higher amounts, then you're talking. Well, you don't want to carry that much cash. You're not going to carry $10,000 in cash, especially if you're not getting that money. If that's coming from
Shit.
someone else, it's just going to be in the form of a larger check, or lump sum check, and it either leave it up to you to kind of break it down, or they already have that, amount kind of divvied up for you, and then mail it to you to ship out, or however it's done. I'm not sure how it's handled, but it seems to me that it's a lot of work.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do it.
This is Skype, Brandon. We're on Skype, and I can add you real quick to the Skype chat if you want.
But yeah, the only reason why I said anything on Twitter today was because I have 4 players. Well, I technically have 7 players. 4 of them got paid at KO World Cup, and they were asking, And when you get asked, from time to time, it's like, oh, where's the money? Where's the money? So, I mean, it's one of those things. I know Brandon pays, so that's not a problem with me. It's just it's
Okay,
when.
okay, let me add Brandon to the. What's your Skype handle? You can tweet, you can DM me your Skype handle, Brandon, so I can add you.
He said you have him added. Come on, Rotunda.
Do I? You go by so many names. I know I have like Vikings. I have like Xboxes. Waiting was okay. I just added you, so I'm waiting for you to accept so I can add you to the call. Yeah, waiting for him to add me, so you can have him on real quick. Looks like he is on. Okay, alright, here we go and add him. I had to look around because I'm hearing the flies and stuff from the the Sadira's theme. I think I did it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
There he is.
Hey!
Hey guys, how's it going?
What up? What up?
Pretty good. You doing all right?
I'm doing good, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions going around Cat Cup and stuff like that, so here to clear some of that stuff up. So first of all, a lot of people keep asking me, is there gonna be another Cat Cup and stuff like that? Obviously there is. It's just how and when I'm gonna announce the dates for it. Um, Basically it's the same thing like last year. I didn't announce last year's date until like Combo Breaker, right? So yeah, so there is going to be another Killer Instinct World Cup. It's just I don't know how extravagant it's going to be, right? I don't know if like this year we're going to go with Tobin again, or we're going to do it at the new Ultra Arcade location. So just so everybody knows, there is going to be another one with or without Microsoft's help, Ultra Arcade will provide you at least one more last World Cup. And I know Sleep was talking about doing like something like a barbecue there for the community, and then we want to do like a 3v3 type tournament for teams and stuff like that. So there is something to look forward to. So obviously keep playing the game. So but yeah, as far as the money goes, so basically here's how it works. Most companies like NRS or I can't speak on their behalf because I'm not working with those companies, but yeah, they usually do have these big gigantic payouts, and obviously sometimes it does take forever for these payouts to come through. And I don't even know if I'm like even allowed to say what I'm about to say here, but so basically Microsoft is only really allowed to pay people legally, I think, 4 times per year. So they've already sent me 4 payments for the tour, because basically I was the one dishing out the money to, like all the other tournaments and stuff like that. I know it's kind of confusing. Basically, they'd send me the money, and I would send it to them. So, yeah, 4 times a year. And so basically, we're in the process of some contract paperwork that kind of put a hold on this 5th and final payment. So basically, like, they're basically putting me in a spot to where I can get paid more than just 4 times per year, right? So basically that's kind of what their reasoning, because I just talked to James yesterday about all this stuff, because obviously it's been frustrating me, and it's just like I keep getting bugged every day. It's just like, man, like, when is this money gonna come in? Because it's well overdue. It's I always tell the players it's 45 days. If it's anything after that, we usually have a problem, right? And yeah, actually, to both KI Cups, it's been that way. So I sent them all the information, and basically what James has basically told me is that he's working really hard to get this money to us by this week. Because it's like, you got to understand, like, Microsoft is a corporation, and then they have Microsoft Studios, and then they have Xbox, and then they have Windows, and they have like all these other corporations. So like, it's a bunch of channels they have to go through to make things happen. And it's just a real frustrating process. I can understand like the frustration of like your players like having to wait, because these players aren't rich. They need money, and they need it now. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's how many players? You had Water Horse, you had a Minty, right? So, and then you have
I had Water Horses,
Minty,
Thompson, Minty, and Teneri, Nate.
Yeah. So it's just like, so yeah, I feel your frustrations, man. And like I said, I mean, to believe it or not, I mean, like, some of these companies take longer than that. I mean, you got people, yeah, like they take forever. But
I mean,
yeah,
I know it's not you. I've known it. It hasn't been you since last time they ran the thing. Like I've known.
And to be honest, like most of the people that work in the industry and all that stuff, they know the situation. And like I said, I'm not even worried about that. Like,
I mean, they just come to you because you're like you talk to them on a daily. So they're like, oh, well, Brandon talks to them. Let me contact Brandon and let's see what's up. And then they'll contact you, and then you'll get barraged with questions, and then you'll have the he says, she says.
Yeah. And I don't, like I said, like that does, I'm used to it, by now, obviously. So it's like, I love the community. I love every single person in it, and I stick up for the community as much as I can. And I told them my frustrations on this and how this this puts me in a bad position, and it puts KI in a bad position, and it puts the community in a bad position. And they understand that. And like I said, it's just some of the stuff with the paperwork and all that stuff is just they got pushed back. And so they're working on processing it this week. It's just I think one more person has to sign something, and once that person signs it, I'll have the money and I'll be able to PayPal everybody right away. It's just been a frustrating ride, but
I pretty much just told my players, I said, it'll get here when you get here. Let's just focus on the next big thing. So, I mean, there's nothing they can do about
absolutely.
it anyway. So, I mean,
Yeah,
no matter how much you bug somebody, it's not gonna make it show up faster. I mean, you just gotta be patient and wait for it. I mean, so I mean, personally, I wouldn't want to deal with it. I mean, you have. I mean, I see you on. I would not want to do it personally. I would go batshit insane if it was me.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, there's been times where I almost did that. A waitress got raised out because of it.
I heard. I'll need to hear the story of a breaker.
Yeah, and, it's there's a lot of people that love this game and are fighting for it every day. And Microsoft Studios is they're definitely. They love this game and they want to continue to support it, but obviously Microsoft Studios has higher ups that they have to deal with to get per se budgets and stuff like that. So like I said, James, to be honest with you, a lot of people are bothering James right now, but to be honest, it's not even James's job. It's not even his responsibility. He's a combat designer and director of the game, and he's not in charge of financials. So he's been my voice. I'm like, hey man, because Rotendo's talking about emails, but the emails that I showed him were basically I hit them up every week, and I get no response back. I'm like, hey, just checking on payments, and no response. But James has been my guy that's been helping me out and going out of his way, because it's not his responsibility. If he wanted to, he could just be like, you just gotta wait, not my deal, type of thing. So
he's actually going through the process and trying to help it get pushed further.
Yes, because I mean,
getting paid quicker, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. So and he's going through a foot thing, and he's moving, selling his house, and when he hears about this, he's like, whoa, this should be done already, type of thing. It's like the same thing last year. It's like he's the whole reason why the stuff got moved immediately. So when he told me this week he's gonna get it done, I believe it's gonna get done. I mean, today's Tuesday?
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've got 3 days left, because, obviously nothing happens Saturday and Sunday. And, I even gave the players my numbers. If people are hitting me up, I'm like, look, dude, just text me, because I get hit up on Facebook Messenger and DM so much that, I lose track, and I just don't even check messages on there at certain points, right? So, even... what is it, Robello? He's hitting me up. He's just like, hey, so I told Thompson the same thing. It's just look, man, I appreciate the support of the community and the understanding the situation that I'm in. So first of all, I want to thank you guys for understanding, and obviously apologize that we're in this situation. So, but yeah, next year will be obviously different. So. Basically, with KI Cup next year, the Tobin Center was a very beautiful thing.
But it was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing. And I want to give that to you guys again, but a lot of people are giving me crap about, hey, when is this stuff going to get updated? I'm like, dude, I don't have a team anymore. I don't have anybody. It's just Brandon Alexander now. There's nobody updating the website, because I don't know how to do none of that. There's nobody... updating points and stuff like that. It's just me. So the reason why you haven't heard much of anything is because I'm trying to figure it out myself. Because nobody's, I can't afford at this point to be paying people to support KI. You know what I'm saying? It's
right. It's
I'm spending. Dave and I are spending well over $1 million on this new location, and our focuses are on that.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah,
that's your real life business.
Yeah.
I would hope it would be.
Yeah, and so we want KI to be a thing, but it's there's no Microsoft hasn't set a budget for that for us. Everything we've ever done for KI has been for free. So everything you've seen, the 8-bit beatdowns, the KI Pro Leagues, KI Cup, We have made $0 on all of that. That was all out of the kindness of our own hearts to support the game. And a lot of you guys know that. But for those that don't, like, it's just at this point, it's a third year, and life-changing things are happening for us. Right?
Yo, I know that for sure because you're still driving the same truck I've met you from years ago.
Yeah, that Ford Ranger, the Blue Ranger.
Yeah, but that Ranger is the best.
That
dude.
Ranger, bro.
To be fair, though, I don't care how rich or how much money I get, I will always prefer a vehicle that is going to consistently work. The nicest thing I'll probably buy myself is a 1968 Shelby Mustang, because those are my favorite vehicles of all time. But
yeah, that Blue Ranger, I remember that thing.
Yeah, it's sitting outside of the old location right now with a shattered windshield for some reason. I guess someone just,
what the fuck?
Yeah, someone I guess just shattered my windshield. Get back and they're like, pay me my KI Cup money, you jackass, and just threw a rock
Brandon,
at it. I guess.
Are you going to Combo Breaker?
As of now, I am. Thanks to Rick. I was able to get me a hotel room, thanks to him, and actually helped me get a hotel room for my players. So shout outs to Rick, who's actually also have worked completely free of charge for KI and KI Cup. You know, like I said, when we say we were doing this for the love of the game, like, that is the truth. And Rotundo's a witness too. He's worked with KI Cup, he's worked with Evo, he's worked with Texas Showdown, and you know, we don't pay him because we can't. You know what I mean? Like, if I could, I swear to God, I would. I'd be the last person that gets paid. I'm just that type of person, right? So shout outs to those guys for sure. But I'll definitely be at Combo Breaker. And James and I are going to try to hopefully, as soon as all this brushes over, because to me, like, I can't start something if the other thing isn't finished.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why.
Huh.
Yeah. So like, I wanna announce all these dates and stuff like that, and I'm trying to see about doing all these, because a lot of people love playing online, but I don't really want to sit around. And when I could be doing something else, making money, you know what I mean? Because I need to at this point, running an online tournament, right? Like, I can't do that for free anymore. Like, it's just to that point. And I know there's some players that would be willing to do that. Like, there's Pharaoh Yami that's doing a good job, but I don't think people should be doing that stuff for free, right? I think honestly that they should be paid for promoting KI, because KI still has a lot of life left in it. I mean, I know there's a lot of issues with the game right now, but I know Microsoft is going to fix all that. Like, I know they are. So, you know, I think that with the online thing, the online is the most important part of KI. So if we can get tournaments with 200 plus people, then Microsoft's going to have zero problem, you know, putting a budget towards fixing the game and whatnot. But I think there should be a budget, which is there might be. I don't know, because we haven't discussed it yet, but there might be a budget for paying people to run online stuff, because I can't do that.
No, that would be great, because community people running the game, that's awesome.
I think that's great.
That helps them with their channel and gets their name out there. Absolutely.
And there's just good esports teams that want to support this game. Like F3 wants to continue to support it. Your team, which is now XL, I believe, right? Is that the official title?
Okay, that is the official.
XL, Circa. There's a B. What is it? DXA, and there's a bunch of teams that want to support this game, and I think this game still has a lot of potential. It's just we gotta tap into that.
Mm-hmm. No, so. I mean, orgs still contact me and they're like, "Hey, should I pick up a player?" And I'll be like, that's up to you. I mean, if you want to. I'm not gonna tell them no, but people still contact me, and luckily I've built up a good reputation to where people will contact me and ask for my advice on picking up players, and since I've done so successful with my brand, people ask me, which is if people want to continue to support, that's them. I'm always going to continue to support until there's no money to be made. Now
absolutely.
Yes, and I get that too. I get like emails and messages like every week. I get Twitter like from people are trying to break into the FGC, just FGC alone. And you guys know, like I've helped UJ Mart, and
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
helped right, I've
yeah,
Yeah.
helped
yeah.
all these other orgs, and they're like, hey, should I pick up a KI, player? So yeah, well, definitely, there's still life, for KI. I mean, still being played. But I'm honest with them. It's like, well, right now there's just been have a lot of information, just a lot of information haven't been filtered down yet, as far as future updates or whatnot. But I tell them, it's like, well, this player is available, this player is available. But it'd be smart to look into people that are playing KI
Yeah,
and other games at a high level. So that way, that if KI,
yeah,
if there's nothing other coming out and they want to pursue something else, there's kind of like they play KI on the side and they can still promote their brand or whatever through that revenue.
yeah. I just don't respond to those emails ever. When someone asks me, "Hey, who do you think I should pick up a Killer Instinct?" First of all, like, I am not trying to deal with this right now. Like,
Yeah.
so
Like,
shout
we'll
outs,
figure it.
shout outs to you guys, because like I barely can respond to most of my emails with dealing with other partners and stuff like that. So it's like, but yeah, but like I said, I haven't really announced too much outside of Combo Breaker and CEO and obviously Texas Showdown. Texas Showdown, I was really trying to get stuff for it, taken care of, but it just didn't really work out. So it basically had like yet again another week of promotion, but it still had a decent turnout. And Combo Breaker, man, like once you see the numbers for Combo Breaker, you're gonna be like, "Hey, I didn't die," like, because dude, like Rick, I was just talking to Rick a little while ago, and the numbers, I mean, so far are pretty great.
Yeah, we're in the
I'm
top
not,
4 from what I've seen. So
yeah,
we're,
yeah,
we're,
yeah.
we're the
And
top three, top four
guys,
for Texas Showdown as well. Like we're like what 3 or 2 behind Ultimate.
yeah,
Marvel
yeah,
3.
yeah. So like KI, like it still has it's just not, it's not dying, and the numbers usually tend to improve. It's just we just got to keep supporting it, type of thing. And I mean, my team, I have a team of guys like Devil and Frank, and that we're always talking about stuff. And obviously Ken has his differences with KI, but he still helps the community, so he's still a big part of KI. And we're just going to continue to keep growing it. Obviously, I know your team is, and Rotendo's always going to be running that group. God bless your soul, man. Like, for real. Much respect. Like that. Now that takes that takes like some real cojones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it takes a
'cause
lot.
if we're up to
of,
me,
lot of
there'd be
patience.
like 28 people in that group if I was running it, right? Like,
Oh,
I mean,
but shit,
I
yeah.
still gotta add like 60 some people to the like. We had like 20 people requested to join within the last over the weekend. So I gotta go
Yeah.
back and I gotta make sure they're not bots and trolls, and then add them to the group. So it's like
Yeah.
every week it's like at least 50 people join the group.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, it's growing slowly but surely, and people, they expect like these huge numbers, but this franchise has been dead for over 20 years in a sense. So it's like
I mean,
the
it's
fact
gonna
that
be low. It's gonna have low numbers.
yeah, it's gonna be.
We
low.
all knew
It's just
that.
yeah, and we don't have big pop bonuses like Injustice too. Like, look at that, that's
Art.
ridiculous.
That shit is
Gee.
sick.
Yeah, I was like, well, finally,
Yeah.
So, but like I said, man, like I don't want to start something when I have some other thing going on. So basically, I want to get all these players paid out. Once Microsoft gets me the money, that moment I get that money, that day is devoted to paying out everybody. And then I'll be focused on getting all that stuff announced and whatnot. And then I will do the best I can to get my web guy, because he works for free. So basically, when he has time, he'll update it. Right now, I'll try to do something on like maybe the KI fan page, and maybe Rotendo can pin it, and we'll do the point system there for right now, so it's easy access.
I could do that. I'll
Just
actually,
like a Google Docs,
I'll do that.
Yeah, like
I
a
did
Google
that.
Doc.
You guys,
Yeah,
if you guys seen the little index I have and this little links, whatever. I can do that. So I can create another Google Docs for KO World Cup points, and I'll just add it to that, so it's like it's accessible by everyone.
Yeah. So,
So,
yeah, no, I appreciate that. Like I said, man, like I would be more than glad just to be paying everybody to do stuff for me, but like I can barely send my players places. My team is suffering for this. So, like, it's like everybody's making their sacrifice to make KI amazing. So, shout outs to obviously the team and everybody else that's supporting the game, because it means a lot to me, because it makes me feel like everything that I put into the game was worth it. So, obviously, again, I mean, it's really not my fault, but as the face of KI, I do apologize for players having to wait on the money, and I promise you, if I am working with these guys again, obviously, which is most likely possible, I don't want to announce anything, but obviously, we'll make sure that this will not happen again ever. So,
it's good. It's good to hear.
Yeah, and by the way, we sponsored Paul B. No, I'm just kidding.
Again?
No. Hey, I love Paul. Paul's like my favorite person. Like he's hilarious. So yeah, if there's any other questions, I'm not looking at the chat. So if there's any questions that people have for me, please let me know. Like, cause I'm not looking at anything. I'm just like walking around in my backyard right now, just looking at my tortoises.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much they're just talking about like unbreakables and stuff that should have been removed. You know, like just combat
Stupid
stuff.
shit.
So yeah, so as far as combat stuff, like I said, James is all going to be in charge of all that stuff. But like I said, I will say this, and that the game, if you have any problems, do me a big favor. If Rotendo can start a bug thread, or if there's already a bug thread on Ultra Combo, or whatever you're finding new, something like that, get stuff to me, and that way I'm going to show it to James myself, and we're going to get a lot of this stuff taken care of. We're going to try to, at least, because there's no guarantees, obviously, because the budgets and stuff like that, but there's a lot of stuff that I can guarantee that's getting fixed. So I wouldn't be supporting KI if this is how they were going to leave the game, right? Like,
It's funny.
let me tell you, like, I mean, people are very aware that counter breakers don't work, and you have people telling you that they do work when they clearly don't. They're inconsistent. Apparently we have proof. So like I said, a lot of stuff is going to be getting fixed.
Thank you for hopping on here and clearing up everything. I mean, I know, I knew it wasn't you. Like I said,
I know, JMR, man. I trust you, man. You have nothing to worry about. Like I said,
I don't want you to think that it was just me that was blaming.
I mean, you guys have a right to be upset by this, right? Like, you have a right to be upset by this, right? Like, you said it yourself. If a tournament is going to be advertising $30,000, then they need to. And another thing I will clarify, I'm going to be very honest, Sleep was paid first.
Okay.
So just so everybody knows. And that was only because Microsoft sent me that amount to pay. So basically, they were sending me this amount first, and then after the tournament was done and over with and all the contract stuff was agreed, they were going to send me the rest of it to pay the rest of the players out. So basically, $10K here and $20K there. So Sleep, since he was there, as usual, I usually try to at least pay the player up front. Mm-hmm. Last year, we promised the $10K, so we were able to. We had our money up front. Every money we've ever promised, we've always had it up front. Ultra.
Yeah, Rico said he got paid last year, like
immediately.
Yeah,
he got paid at the event. So, like I said, just a little more patient. Like, James is taking care of things. He says it's the main priority. He understands the frustration of the players, and it's just sometimes it happens with big corporations like that, and like I said, they're working on getting better about it. So, and thank you guys for having me, by the way. So, and everybody in chat that's in there, just know that I love you guys, every single one of you. And Texas Showdown was fun. There was a lot of cool stuff. It was great to see Mira at a high level. I loved it. My favorite two players to watch that weekend were obviously Water Horses and Raven is Raw. Those were some sick matches, like blood brother rivalry stuff was sick. Ryu versus Ken, it was legit.
Yeah, Raven, we're about to wrap this up, so you can go about whatever you're about to do. So I want to thank you, Brandon, Jeremy, for jumping on tonight. That was pretty much like the biggest topic was like what's going on with Microsoft and the money thing. I think that was like the biggest question I've seen throughout the forums and Twitter, the past week and so. And everything else is like, minute, so combo breaker, so I'll be seeing you guys at combo breaker. J-Mar, you owe me dinner, so don't forget.
Yep. After we win combo breaker,
hey, hopefully
I'll buy your dinner.
Yeah, hopefully the waiter doesn't rage quit on us.
Rage quit?
Yeah.
I need to hear that story.
Yeah,
we'll have to do our Brandon, we'll have to do our go to dinner. Or usually go to dinner at the majors.
Yeah. And if the waitress and waiter and manager are watching, I apologize.
If we
sometimes you have built up rage, and
if we have any artists out there, I would gladly pay a commission to do kind of like a rendition artwork of a waiter, kind of like rage quit. Get with me. Shoot me your branding a DM.
Doesn't
go
Devil's
details.
Woman do that? Did she do that?
Yeah, I think she does. Raquel.
Raquel.
Yeah, so just let me know. I can paint your description, and we can probably make a T-shirt out of this to kind of raise funds for, whatever, KI stuff. So, but yeah.
Well, it was great. It was great to be on, dude. Like I said, I would have been on earlier, but I was in an Xbox Live party, and then I started watching it, and I said, I guess I should just go in here so people don't start like blowing their brains out and stuff like that. So, oh god, this guy just hit a car in front of my house. Oh, good. All right, guys. Well, I gotta go take care of that. So, you guys have a great night, and long live Killer Instinct. Okay.
All right, Brian. Thanks.
All right, later, guys. All right, bye.
Yeah. Combo Breaker is gonna be hype. We got to defend our title. So.
Recent cartoon. Yo, thanks for the follow.
Hopefully, BH now XL can two-peat.
Oh.
We'll have the full army there.
Yo, if you're thinking about getting clothing, whatever, I know you guys are talking about getting jerseys. So I've actually was networking with Archon Clothing over at DreamHack. So,
we already got.
Okay, I'm just saying, like,
it's just if it comes in. If not, we're gonna be wearing the fucking BH jerseys, which I don't want to wear. I want to wear my new XL jersey. I'll be like, why am I still wearing this? So, but you know me, I go to events just to drink and hang out with people.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Sandy, what picture? What picture is he talking about? I don't know.
The one of me flipping people off.
Oh.
Water Horses has it, Brandon. Ask Water Horses for it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Actually, I will. Hold on. Something was just brought up to me. I called Zipstar, and I have to hold this. I told Zipstar. I called Zipstar trash. He never would make a top 8.
Wow.
And he made top 8. So I have to hold that. That's a big L for me. Usually I don't take L's. So, but I will hold that one. And you did a good job this weekend. So, on that note, I'm out.
All right. And on that note, thanks everyone for jumping on the stream. Once again, thanks to Brandon and Jeremy. I'll get you this picture. I actually downloaded this like really quick because like just when you jumped on, I didn't want to jump on my face. I didn't want to eat up the resources, so I just like Google searched it, and so I'll send you a DM of this, or I probably email to you, either whatever's faster. But anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm probably gonna get like jump on KI for like half an hour and hit the gym. And I'll see you. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you at Combo Breaker. Peace. I gotta send off with my jam. Gotta send off my jam. Not this.
It's too quiet in here.
You're listening to the new single from Carl Grimes. This is Carl Papa, coming at you on the Hot Power 96.9 Box The Jam.
Beat. I heard the gingerbread boy, 'cause he's pretend bread boy. Little cookie man never waved to me, so he got knocked out because I flow. Little chicky jar jar dude, man, I just flow, shoe shine. And no one wanted your stinking tiara, 'cause no one wanted your sticky chair. And why you always talk about the cool kids who take archery? Yeah, you're a shrinky dink. You get a funeral if you don't wise up and call me Carl Papa. Little chicky jar jar dude, I threw a brick in the air. That shouldn't matter 'cause a brick is just a brick. Dark days, darker nights. Found my way down the hall without a light because I flow. Little chicky jar jar dude, this whole thing where random dead people try to kill me's gotta go. They keep walking, walking my way. If they're talking, can't tell what they say. They keep falling over stuff in their way. Dead dudes walking can ruin your day. Little chicky jar jar dude, now all the walkers sing. Yeah, I just like to dance. Cell block wisdom, French braid tabletop. If you mess with Carl Papa, I'm coming at you like 1, 2 walkers in the back of the club. I'm guessing it's a club where everyone dies if they try to dance to the music that doesn't play. 'Cause we don't got no electricity. What we got is bones, bones, bones. Childhood bones, 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 bones. If you try to step to me, hit you in the femur with another femur that is laying on the ground. Yeah, wordsmith, rhymes, hama lama, sima lama, hama lama. Someone had to cut my baby sister out my mama. They keep walking, walking my way. If they're talking, can't tell what they say. They keep falling over stuff in their way. Dead Let's talk about the club.